Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene Town, your chronic illness bestie, and if you're here for mindset manifestation, getting your dream life and dream body in 2023, then you've made it to the right place. Go ahead and like and subscribe so you don't miss another video just like this one. In today's video, you guys, I'm gonna give you my 5 top tips on how to continue living a healthy lifestyle when you're in a psoriatic arthritis flare. Because your girl right here, we're in a flare right now. It's been a couple weeks. And I've kind of just I'm in that mode of like denial of like, why am I so tired? Why am I so grumpy? Why am I so easily agitated? Why can't I wake up in the morning? And I finally have to be like, it's because you're in a flare. You're in a ton of pain. You're detaching from your body and like you're still pushing through with your workouts because you have a good day and then you're like, I'm totally fine. It's all in my head. Because let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys ever feel like that? Like if you're like, I think I'm going into a flare, but no, I'm not. I feel good. And then you feel like, oh yeah, maybe I am, but no, I feel great. It messes with your mind. You know what I mean? So instead of like pushing really hard in my heavy weighted workouts and waking up super early and doing all the things that I normally do that I love, that's my normal healthy lifestyle. It's like, how do I continue my healthy lifestyle, but still honor my body and help my body heal faster so that I can get back to my other normal morning routine and my normal routine just in general, right? So today's video, you guys, we're talking about the 5 things that I do to continue my healthy lifestyle and keep me moving in forward motion of maintaining my body and feeling good in my body and getting out of a flare faster. These are all my best tips and these are all the things that I do once I admit that I'm in a psoriatic arthritis flare, okay? So if that's content that you guys like to see, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump right into this video. Okay, so tip number 1, when you are in a psoriatic arthritis flare and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm in pain, my body is so tired, the fatigue is real, and you're like, oh my goodness, like I want to do my workouts, like I want to do it. Your brain says, just do it, push through, and your body is like, no girl. No, it ain't happening today, right? So how do you continue moving? How do you continue those healthy habits that you've put in place when you can't actually move your body in the same way that you used to, okay? So what I like to do is I write a list of healthy habits that I can do no matter what, right? So if I wake up on a day that's like, okay, today's a full body day and I'm supposed to lift weights, not like supposed to, but like I'm choosing to lift weights today and my body is super tired. Like maybe I can't get out of bed because I'm like so tired, my eyes won't open. And I get into my office and I'm like, okay, I've got my workout clothes on, I'm ready to go, but I just like, I physically can't do it, right? Instead of being so frustrated and like, oh my goodness, I'm a total failure, I have a list of things that I can do in order to continue my healthy lifestyle. That way I'm not letting go of my routine of, okay, you know, I wake up in the morning, I get some work done, and then I jump into a workout before Liv wakes up. Okay, so what can I do in place of that workout if I can't do a weighted workout, right? So I have a list that I write up, and I urge you to make a list that is good for you and like things that really are good for you and your body and your soul and all the things that you need that like are motivating for you, okay? My list of healthy habits that I do when I'm in a flare or when I'm in pain is meditation. Like I really love a guided meditation. Sometimes I do them laying down if I'm in a lot of pain because sitting upright and like trying to hold a posture can be very painful. So doing a meditation on the floor can be really helpful. Restorative yoga, so very gentle yoga, nothing that's gonna be like, we're not doing vinyasa yoga flows, like it's just a couple positions and it's really more to come back to my body and my breath and like what do I really want and healing, right? Gentle stretching is really good, and it seems like so silly to just do some gentle stretching, but honestly, when your body is in pain, when you're stiff and your muscles hurt, gentle stretching is fantastic. It's keeping your body moving, it's helping with your mobility, and it's keeping you in the habit of moving your body even though you're not moving in a way that you normally would, okay? So just continuing some kind of movement can be really helpful, okay? going for a walk if that's available to you. Sometimes for me, it is. Like sometimes it's like, okay, well, I can't do this, but I can get out for a walk when that's available to me. And the last thing that's on my list is reading. I just love being inspired and motivated. And so for me, when I can't move my body and I can't even go for a walk, maybe I can't even get on the floor because my body hurts to do a meditation or something, I will curl up in a blanket, snuggled up on my couch, and I will read a book like You Are a Badass. I'm currently reading Big Magic. I like to read books that keep my mind growing and moving forward, especially when I feel like I'm stuck. So tip number 2, you guys, and I know I say this a lot, but it is to listen to your body. What do you need? Do you need to sleep more? Like if you are so exhausted all day, and for me, I'm exhausted all day, but I have a really hard time sleeping at night when I'm in pain. Really hard time. I wake up so much and then I wake up exhausted when my alarm goes off. So allowing myself to sleep in until 5:45, 6 instead of getting up at 5 gives me a little bit more time in bed, and then I get a little bit of time to get work done before Liv wakes up. But having compassion for myself, knowing that like this isn't gonna last forever and my body is tired and I need to rest in order to get better so that I can have more time in the morning before Liv wakes up. You know what I'm saying? In the listening to your body like realm, I also like to eat foods that are going to reduce my inflammation. So I go more strict on my low FODMAP diet because it reduces the inflammation in my body. My body's not working as hard to digest the foods or to fight inflammation that I could be causing. So for instance, we got into a pattern of eating caramel popcorn, and I make my own like homemade. It's just a little bit of honey and butter, melt it up, and you put it on some homemade popped popcorn, okay? It's a delicious little treat, and we don't do it very often, but we've gotten into a habit of doing it like once a week, maybe twice a week, and I love it. But also I know honey, even though it's a natural sweetener, the more honey I eat and I consume and I put in my body, the higher my inflammation levels go, my psoriasis comes back, and I go into flares. So I need to back down on my delicious popcorn, and that's okay for now, right? Like we'll just take a break from that for now. I will focus on eating more vegetables and things that are easier to digest in my body. That way my body can heal faster, right? And it's not about giving up everything all the time forever, right? It's like, let's get my body feeling better, and then we'll be able to sneak it in every once in a while, right? Like don't make it such a big habit like we were getting into the habit of having it, and just having it as a treat every once in a while. So, tip number 3, I love to ask myself this question, but it is, what would your next level self do? So I ask myself, what would my next level self do tomorrow if I can't work out, right? And how does that help me? Okay, because right now when I'm stuck in pain and I'm stuck in the, oh my goodness, like I'm in a flare and I'm just gonna push through, or I'm gonna detach from my body. Like it's so easy to be like, well, I have to get the work done, and I told myself like I'm gonna film a video today and that includes a Sydney Cummings workout, and so I have to do it because I said that I would do it, But when I ask myself, well, what would your next level self do? The person that you're working on being, the person like who's already out there, who is already you, living the life that you want, what would she do, right? And for me, what that could look like is when I wake up, am I tired? Okay, my next level self would sleep. If she is tired, she listens to her body. She's not in a rush. She's not stressed for time. Like my next level self listens to her body, and she's gonna rest when she needs it, right? Maybe instead of getting up and jumping straight into work, I realize that my body is tired and I need to come back to my body a little bit more. So instead of waking up, getting my coffee, and jumping straight into work, I'm gonna do a meditation first, right? Connect with my body and feel into my body and ask myself, what do you need today? Because when I don't ask myself those questions, I just barrel through, right? Like I've got the task list and I'm like, okay, check, check, check. Like we're checking those things off the list, and I'm not stopping to ask myself, well, how do you feel? What do you need today, right? But I need to do that, right? Like I need to be asking myself, what do you need? What does your body need today, right? And then honoring that. Okay, so meditation for me is a really good way to come back to my body so that I can actually feel into what I need, because it's so easy when you live with chronic pain. It's so easy to detach, right? At least it is for me. So coming back to my body and making sure to ask myself, what do you need today? Yeah. And how that really helps me is like when I'm in a lot of pain, I am just like surviving, right? So it's like, okay, I've got to get this task done. I'm going to do that. Okay. I need to get this done. I'm going to do that. I need to live here. We're going to do that. Right. And so it's like, I get all the tasks done, but I'm not cleaning up after all the things while I'm doing it. Right. Like normally when I'm not in pain, it's like, okay, well, we're going to make breakfast and clean up all the dishes. Right. And then I'm going to take Liv to school and then I'm going to come home and work. And my desk looks beautiful and there's not stuff everywhere. But when I'm in pain, it's like, okay, what task do I have to get done today? Get that done and then just leave the office, right? And when I ask myself that question, it makes me think, okay, well, this is where I'm going. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to show up for myself, for my business, for my daughter, for my family, right? And have grace and compassion because it's okay when you let things slide. You're in pain, right? Honor yourself, accept yourself, love yourself, but just do one little thing. Like say you can't do all the dishes, okay, but you can do one dish or two dishes, right? Maybe you can't go to the grocery store, but maybe you could order groceries. Maybe it's way too overwhelming to take a shower because, oh my God, even the thought of standing in a shower sounds like a lot of work. Can you take a bath or maybe just wash your face, right? So just like little things to take care of ourselves when we're in a lot of pain. And then when we're like, okay, today is a decent day. Today's the day where my next level self would clear off her desk. Right? All right, so tip number 4, and this kind of feeds off of some of the other ones that we've already talked about, but I personally really like to journal about what's going on and what's happening in my life right now, right? You can ask yourself a lot of different questions, but for me personally, I just like to free write. How am I feeling? What am I doing? What's been happening lately? Because I like to get really clear on what's going on in life right now, and it's helpful for me because then I can kind of figure out, well, what caused the flare? Right? And sometimes you can be doing everything right and you still go into a flare and that's just life. Like that's chronic illness life and we have to acknowledge that too. But sometimes it's been a really stressful month. Like December and January was a lot. We had Vlogmas, we had all the end of the year content, New Year content. I launched a program, I started a program, like so much happened December, January, and I am spent, right? And so just being aware of that and being able to write it down and see it on paper and like, okay, you need to rest. Like you're really anxious and you're in a lot of pain and you've been go, 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 and your body is like, I'm tapping out, I'm done, right? So just being aware of what's going on can be really helpful for moving forward and like, okay, how can I change that? What can I do differently? What systems can I put in place to support myself better next time? Right? And so just getting really clear on what's been going on and, you know, being able to figure out like what could be the underlying cause of the flare, stress, lack of sleep, maybe eating, like I said, the popcorn, eating something that may have triggered it. Maybe it was too much sugar, right? And maybe it was a combination of all of it. Maybe it was just, you know, a flare, right? And why is that information helpful? Well, because I can put the popcorn aside for now, right? Lower my sugar intake. Okay, that will start boosting my immune system. Okay, I can eat cleaner. I can get more sleep. I can put new systems in place so that I'm not so stressed out. I can make sure to clear off my desk so I'm not so stressed out. I can figure out how to support myself once I get clear on what the problem is and like what could have caused it. Right? And like I said, sometimes it's just, it is what it is and you just do your best and you eat clean. You do all the things anyway, right? Like you're gonna eat clean, you're gonna get extra sleep, you gotta do the things to support your body when you're in a flare, but also like acknowledging where you're at, what's been going on can be really helpful in moving forward. Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense. So tip number 5 for continuing your healthy lifestyle while you're in a psoriatic arthritis flare, when you're in pain, when you have high inflammation levels, is to continue taking your supplements and your meds and all the things that you do to support your body, right? So for me, I continue with my Humira. I make sure that I'm taking all of the supplements that I should be taking to boost my immune system. Right now I'm taking a bunch of different supplements, but I realized like I stopped taking my tinctures, my like immune boosting tincture and my mood boosting tincture and like things that help with anxiety, because sometimes you just forget, right? And sometimes it's just a lot of supplements to be taking all the time and it's like, I just can't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So making sure to do all of the little things to take care of yourself. Staying up on the supplements, eating clean is so helpful. That way your body's not fighting that extra inflammation, right? It can be really helpful to just like, as a reminder, like, am I taking all my supplements? Have I been consistent? Like my naltrexone ran out and so I skipped a couple days. I'm like, okay, well, my pain levels could be higher right now because of that. It's also been a really stressful couple of weeks. Could be that. And so making sure to get back on track with the supplements. And sometimes when I'm tired, I forget to take things. So just do a checklist. Am I taking my supplements? Am I eating clean? What can I take out of my diet that could be causing some inflammation in my body? All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope that this was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to like and subscribe because it really, really supports my channel. And I so appreciate each and every one of you. Come join the family, come join the community. Lots of love here, you guys. So much support. I see you guys out there doing your best and I so appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And drop a comment below. Support each other in the comments down below. Like that's what this community is for. That way, you know, helps people know that they're not alone, that other people are in pain, that because it can be so lonely sitting at home feeling like you're the only one going through this. And let me tell you, you are not alone. There are so many people like you. We see you, we love you, and that's what this community is for. So drop a comment down below, say hello to the other people in the community. I will be in the comments down below as well. And let me know what was the most helpful tip for you, okay? That's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.